World Cup. I think what's disappointing, for me and probably a lot of others is, we talked about this Portuguese side coming into the World Cup that could potentially contend for this World Cup and win this World Cup, and their midfield being one of the best midfields of the World Cup, and Bruno Fernandes just not really having a pulse and a key cog within this team. And there's something off about this Portuguese side. They just haven't been able to figure it out. A lot of us have talked in studio. You hear Thierry and Clarence talking about, not getting the service into Ronaldo. So there's definitely something, a vibe that just hasn't been clicking with this Portuguese side. And Spain, to their credit, haven't been unbelievably amazing, but found a way to get it done.
I don't think we ultimately saw the best of this Portugal team. And again, it was of their own creation. And, you saw pictures of Cristiano Ronaldo. Obviously, he's emotional with what he has been through and done as a player, certainly for this country. And who knows, but it looks like he's not going to get that final piece in the hardware of a World Cup. But this is oftentimes an anti-hero, especially in the inevitable compare and contrast with Messi. But that man right there, he bleeds for this country, and he has worked obviously incredibly hard to be given these opportunities, and he has cachet, which is evidenced by his appearance and his continual appearance, even when people are criticizing him and the coach. But this is not all on that man right there by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, I think Cristiano walks out of this tournament chest held high. I mean, he scored 3 goals. He did what he could to try to help his team. Like I said, it's been a pleasure to watch him play. And if it's his last time representing Portugal, I've really enjoyed that. I also want to give a shout out to Costa, the goalkeeper of Portugal. I thought he was amazing today. Did everything he could to keep his team in the game. And ultimately, Spain were the better side.
So we now have our 5th of 8 quarterfinalists. Spain goes through. They head to LA Friday. They will meet the winner of our next match today here on Fox, the United States, taking on Belgium. 90+1, the sub, Mikel Merino with his 11th international goal. First on the World Cup stage, the Arsenal man, the game winner for Spain as they advance and move on to the round of 8. Reaction in Madrid. Spain off to the quarterfinals. For the first time since 2010, it was also the only time they ever lifted the World Cup title. So they now await the winner of our second match today, the U.S. and Belgium here in Seattle with the quarterfinal berth on the line. Highlights of Spain's win coming up after the break.